Hey guys, Nick Biddle here coming at you with this week's leadership drip. And I'm not going to look at the phone because I'm running down the road. I want to tell you about this real quick. We've been going through a series around mental toughness. And last week, we talked about how mental toughness, part of it is just being able to deal with change. When something doesn't go your way, when life throws you a curveball. And I asked, how good are you at dealing with change? And I realized it's kind of a muscle you got to develop. And I travel a lot. You guys know this. I was actually up in Omaha, Nebraska today doing a workshop. Actually, a really cool workshop. We got together for a couple hours, did some education, and then we went and shot machine guns and rappelled off a wall. And it was really awesome. We should do that for your guys. But I was supposed to be flying home. And on my way to the airport, my flight got delayed. And of course, you can't fly from Omaha to Oklahoma City. That doesn't make too much sense. You have to go from Omaha to Denver to Oklahoma City. And my flight got delayed to the degree that I was going to miss my connection in Denver, which was going to keep me stranded in Denver overnight. And so I called United, and they said, oh, well, let's put you on an earlier flight. And that's also been delayed, but it's been delayed long enough you will catch it, and then you can catch your original connection in Denver and get home. I'm like, all right. So I take my rental car back and I go sit at the airport, and right before it's time to board, I get a notice that they've canceled that flight and they rebooked me on my first one, which doesn't help me. So I'm either going to get home tomorrow or I'm going to drive. Of course, I just turned my rental car in, so I go back out to rent my car that I just turned back in. Of course, you can't do that, even though I've paid for it through the day. So I had to re-rent a car, except they would not allow me to rent a one-way. They had to rent a round trip. They didn't have any one-way cars, just round trip cars. And the dadgum parking garage is full of cars. And I was explaining my situation to the manager, and I was being very calm and just having a conversation. Meanwhile, there's this dude who is this client, this old guy, he is just chewing the dude's ass off because the rental cars are not clean enough. He doesn't feel like they've been washed. I mean, he is losing his mind. We stopped and watched. I thought this dude was going to have a stroke. He was so pissed. And he started going to every rental car and wiping them with his finger to show that there is a residue on them, and he cannot tolerate it. And the guy even looked at me, and he's like, dude, your world's been turned upside down, and you're calm. And this guy is losing his mind because there's dust on a rental car. And I think the only difference between that old guy, who's probably stroking out right now, and me, is I don't expect things to really go smooth. And when they don't go smooth, I'm okay with it. We'll just figure it out. And guess what? The manager said, hey, I'll give you a one-way. He said, I'll override the system. So anyway, I'm driving back. Should get home, maybe 2 a.m. But hey, I'm getting home. So part of mental toughness, I do believe, is being prepared for when things don't go right. I didn't know it would go like this, but, it's not the end of the world. So I want you to ask yourself this week, are you ready for when things don't go your way? Because if you are, you'll be able to look through that situation and find a solution. And you also might find a little favor because you didn't lose your mind. Anyway, guys, sorry this one got a little long. Until next time, take care.